turnovers. Boston will jump it up with
fire for the opposing team.
Clark gets some space.
Averaging 29 points over that stretch.
And 13 of 27 from 3. The soft roll won't go. Billings, the offensive rebound, gets back against Connecticut in Indiana's final game before the break. You know, and one
play as well for Indiana, working on the blitz of Melbourne.
Melbourne guarded by Clark. Mitchell then takes her on the switch, but behind Boston gets it to her. Boston with a runway, flips the fever. Melbourne stops, dishes on the cut. Austin gets it back to her. Catch, fire, back up to us about it. All-star just having to adjust her mentality, readjust mentally to really embrace that. No, you get open threes. Bound feeds Clark. Twirling, looking, finding, Billings lays it in.
Just continuing to move, reading your teammates and staying in motion.
Game tonight. Here's Flaugier. Oh, nice move. What a fit. Billings lost it. Horston defending her. Billings forces it up and all.
Disadvantage, the retreat. It's always smart to retreat against the bigger player.
Pivoting away. Guarded by Melbourne. Mitchell.
To get Kelsey Mitchell a touch early in the possession. You see her here streaking right to the rim. Flaugier is at her best when she...
Flaugier Johnson, who Seattle was able to acquire. Clark gets fouled on the drive by Johnson. And Caitlin,
the free throw line. She did that so well when these teams met 11 days ago.
Yeah, it was 17 career highs across the board for Caitlin. With the last 3, Hall on the drive, slips it underneath beautifully to Boston.
If Boston continued to try to seal her, but couldn't because Fam's feet were moving because of the penetration from Hull. She's able to, but early on, that...
An all-star selection, trying to evade Boston. Nice cross-court delivery. Johnson, Clark weaving into the paint. Her little runner is good. People saying was deflected by Flaugier Johnson. Here's Boston, able to whistles. Under 4:30 to go in the first, and now we...
Right place and making sure she sets the tone. With Kelsey Mitchell, she's referred to as she is the professional, making sure everyone is where they need to be on it.
White was singing Aaliyah Boston's praises to us earlier about just how smart spots. Stephanie White's team is...
And Ryan, how helpful it is to have a great communicator from the post. Boston not only can do that, but when she's on the bench is communicating consistently with her teammates.
Here in Seattle, here's Mitchell zipping inside. First for Kelsey Mitchell during these 11 games. We were talking to her about it earlier.
In my day. But she certainly has been in one.
Billings has Melbourne, takes it to Billings. Mitchell, Clark, Cunningham the 5 for Indiana. Heidemann.
Player.
Wait, is this a recent development? Or
oh, man.
Did you leave Steve? A bachelor party when there was a mouse in our apartment. Against Seattle, they're over the limit, so free throws here coming. Then Liberty Aces at 10. For more on these games, please go to WNBA.
Only 18. It was a huge part of the game.
Cunningham, a little more defense to that starting unit. Clark working behind Billings, off to Cunningham, a deep 3. Cross court, catching fire, Samuels. Here's Clark, back to Billings, center of the lane, got back.
Floor here in this first quarter.
And one of the things Stephanie White talked to us about before the game. Harris has been playing very well for the Fever. First quarter for the Storm. Here's Dolson, Harris quickly up the floor. Cunningham quickly ahead with it. Clark off to Cunningham, looking for another. Had the first ever 40-10 game at 45 points. Billings 8 points. Here's Dolson. Clark gets bumped by Cook. Astute play from Clark.
I think they've all been legit fouls and a really smart play by Caitlin there.
Actions from the fans, young and old. Or older.
Incredible to see.
And that's the kind of reactions we see on a nightly basis. Clark sizing up Samuelson, trying to take her. The runner, bang. Zaya Cook has it taken away by Clark. Use it here when it's her first.
Not there.
Exactly. First, she'd be on the bench.
4
She already had
seconds.
3. Eyes for Seattle, but as our studio crew was talking about in the pregame, they played a foundational pillars here, and they have their own pick. Maybe a Madison Booker or a Hannah Hidalgo, depending.
They're exciting, they're improving, they have their assets for.
Here's Boston. Boston right to the rim. Minutes was limited in the first quarter due to foul trouble. Flawed it up. Into Pham. The reverse.
They get the ball out of the rotation. Seattle, they're getting good looks on the other side.
Timpson. So makes Timpson then fit the roster more appropriately as well, as both teams love to fly. That's part of what Sonia Rahman wants. Heidemann
can still finish it.
Let's check in with Angel Gray.
Well, it's fitting that we were talking about those are different things that she's looking for in her game. She usually plays some nice music before the game.
The group is the time they spend together off the floor and just support women's sports here, and they love their Storm. As high, weaving, dishing, Billings couldn't hang on to it. Johnson had, but Holmes couldn't finish it. Heidemann has had some incredible passes. Clark turns it over. Here's Heidemann. Bounces, Pham gives it back. Shot clock at 3. In a quarter this season, 3 turnovers last. Working Pham. Dumps it underneath. Billings, the cut, and the... Been a really productive game for Monique Billings. Johnson. Clark bounces underneath. Boston, the spin. Couldn't. Big screen from Pham. And then Hall able to recover.
Ooh, girl.
And Clark falling asleep on. Here is Clark faking the 3, tried to bounce it to Boston, off, couldn't put it in. Timpson the rebound, puts it back out to Clark. Seattle on the steal. Here's Heidemann. Heidemann puts it.
Jay Johnson took a second to celebrate with her teammate after the make. You always want to hype up your teammate.
Heidemann has comes up with it. Clark knocks it off of Horston, able to save it in Melbourne. Timpson. Looking for rebound for Indiana. Here is Mitchell. Mitchell jitters inside.
Little fade, finishing on the shot. And coming down here, Caitlin.
Of the last meeting between these teams, Seattle is going to challenge that. To the WNBA presented by Google Pixel. Challenge here.
Their face.
No.
Right? Like
She had 30 in the last meeting between these
17
teams.
in the. It's like parenting.
Yeah.
Good cop.
Sure. Lauren did it in about 8 seconds, right?
Exactly.
Guarded by Timpson. Pham backing in the hook. Clark. Stepping away. Johnson. Working into the paint. Horston. Mitchell. Clark. Melbourne gets the step, the dish, Horston, and Malonga, who are very unique in their size and athleticism and skill itself, rather than constrict it early on. And enhance the way you WNBA with WNBA ID. I don't know if I can make Angel of her, but here she is.
He's not scored in transition since. She's challenging them to have more pride on the defensive end.
Foul from Timpson as Johnson in the studio.
Angel, talked about the transition.
Challenge there. Flage Johnson knocked it out. I'm sure Rob feels honored that he's dad.
Well,
ball in the backcourt with 21 on the shot clock. They have the opportunity to challenge again.
Over half court. And Clark's got to move with some haste. Melbourne quickly out to her. Mitchell trying to get going. 20 and 11 straight. Heidemann able to peek. Heidemann into the paint. Teardrop. Rims off. Pressure on Clark and a foul is called in Seattle. 3 seconds left. Mitchell has to pull. Hey!
Zeros.
Well, it clearly got off in time.